It's going to be a long recovery process. Category 4 is a serious storm.
And it made landfall. It was like 150-mile-per-hour winds.
Whoa.
What made it to make it a category 5, you need 155-mile-per-hour winds. So it was intense. We will never have another Hurricane Ian. This name will be retired for this catastrophic impact.
Wow. Is that what happens when anyone dies in the storm?
Or, when it has a big impact like this, so we don't get confused using this name more than once. But, I mean, just gut-wrenching to see that video.
And closer to home, what was the highest wind gust we got here?
In Charlotte, it was about 46 miles per hour. So we had some of the gusty winds, took down plenty of trees and power lines out there. We've been showing you that damage. But yeah, Ian is lifting out of here. The last of the clouds and the rain's lifting out. You're taking a look at the Hyatt South Park camera. You can still see some raindrops on the camera, some clouds. It's definitely a kind of soggy, moist start out there this morning, but the brunt of the wind and the rain is over. We've got now what's left of Ian. It's a post-tropical low, meaning it's kind of doesn't have its tropical characteristics anymore, but you can see it's still swirling just north of the Carolinas. It's got 35-mile-per-hour winds, and we've got just a few lingering light showers up around Boone and Jefferson. You can see the swirl here once we loop it of how we're still in the circulation. We still have the clouds and kind of the sprinkles and the moisture around through the Carolinas, and we kind of stay in its circulation through a lot of the weekend. But man, the storm reports pull like so many of them. The storm surge from down up towards Charleston and Myrtle up through the Outer Banks. It did surpass Isaias' storm surge. It did hit records, top 5 storm surge, worst storm surge for the Myrtle Beach area. Here's a look at all of those trees and power lines that are down across the Charlotte area that just kept tumbling all day yesterday in the heavy rain and extreme wind. We had some rainfall totals of about 1 to 2 inches for a lot of the area. Most of us got that really good soaking down towards Charleston. This was just south of landfall. Landfall happened at Georgetown. You got some of those very heavy 8, 9-inch rain totals there, and then the Outer Banks had some of these 7, 8, 9-inch totals as well because you had some of those heavy feeder bands coming in. Again, locally, most of our totals are around 2 inches, officially about 2.5 inches in Charlotte. South Park over 3 inches, Hickory at about 2 1/4. Wind gusts peaked at 46 miles per hour in Charlotte and Linville. We had some 41-mile-per-hour gusts up in Concord. So today, winds subsiding, clouds hang tight. It stays cool. Temperatures in the 60s still. The winds, again, really coming down. You can see gusts maybe still up to 20 or 30 miles per hour up in the higher elevations, but not nearly as gusty as we had yesterday. The clouds kind of still sit and spin. Maybe a few showers, especially north and west. You can see most of us dry. Temperatures cool in the 60s. We keep some of these clouds tonight, and then the clouds continue to sit and spin going into tomorrow. Pretty similar with temperatures in the 60s. So Ian's exit continues through the weekend. We're still stuck with some of the clouds just kind of swirling through, but the brunt again is over with as we go through the weekend. We actually have some quieter days going into the work week. Things look pretty dry. Temperatures look cool too in the 60s through Monday. Still below average, but warmer getting into the middle 70s as we go into the work week. I know we don't want to hear it, but there is another tropical system with a decent chance of development off the coast of Africa. 'Tis the time of year, 'tis the season. No way of knowing where this goes yet, but something that we'll continue to keep an eye on. And like I was telling Casey, Ian has checked off the list for the season and likely forever. We'll probably never have another Hurricane Ian. That name will likely need to be retired because of the catastrophic record-breaking damage that we've got across the southeast. Cool and cloudy today, maybe some lingering showers, a little bit breezy up in the higher elevations. We stay quiet overnight, and the 7-day, very quiet. Still cool and cloudy Sunday, more sunshine through the work week with temperatures back in the 70s.